They thought her strength was just in medicine, that her hands were only meant for healing. They were wrong. So wrong. Meet Dr. Aris Thorne. To the galaxy, she's a celebrated xenobotanist and medic, the one you call when a mysterious plague sweeps through a colony on a forgotten moon. She can identify alien flora that can cure diseases no one has ever seen before. Her reputation is built on saving lives, on gentle hands, and a sharp, scientific mind. But reputations can be deceiving. See, before she was Dr. Thorne, she was Subject 734, a product of the ruthless Cerberus program, an experimental initiative designed to create the perfect covert operative. For years, her life wasn't about saving people, it was about surviving. She was trained in 16 different forms of martial arts, mastered infiltration techniques that could get her inside the most secure facilities in the sector, and learned to turn any object into a weapon. They stripped away her name and tried to strip away her humanity, forging her into a living weapon. But she escaped. She ran, changed her name, and buried Subject 734 so deep she almost forgot she existed. She dedicated her life to the opposite of her training, to healing, to nurturing life, to making amends for a past that wasn't her choice. For a decade, it worked. She found peace among her plants and patients, the ghosts of the Cerberus program fading into memory. Then, one day, the past came calling. A distress signal from a remote research outpost on Xylos, a planet known for its impenetrable jungles and hostile fauna. It wasn't just a plague. It was an attack, a corporate mercenary squad, the same one that used to hunt escaped subjects for the Cerberus program had seized the outpost. They were after the station's research, and they didn't care who they had to eliminate to get it. When Aris arrived, she expected to be a doctor. She brought her medical kit, her antidotes, her synthesizers. But the mercenaries weren't interested in negotiating. They saw a lone medic, an easy target. They locked down the station, cut off communications, and began hunting the surviving scientists. They cornered Aris in the primary biodome, her sanctuary of alien plants. They saw her in her white lab coat and smiled, thinking the fight was already over. That's when they made their fatal mistake. They forgot that the same hands that can suture a wound can also find a pressure point with lethal precision. They forgot that the same mind that can analyze a complex pathogen can also analyze tactical weaknesses in a defensive perimeter. And they forgot that the deadliest things in the universe often hide in plain sight. And in her place, Subject 734 re-emerged. The mercenaries thought they had trapped a doctor in there with them. The truth was, they were trapped in there with her. What happens when a decade of suppressed training boils to the surface? The jungle itself became her ally, its poisonous thorns and constricting vines her instruments. They came for research, but they found a reckoning. This is the story of how they learned that Dr. Thorne's greatest strength wasn't just in medicine. It was in the training they gave her and then foolishly forgot. If you love stories like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching.